So I saw this kid doing something kind of funny at one of my kids' band concerts last night, which I thought was a great example to go through of the different 5 categories of meaning. Every time this kid would finish playing one of the drum transitions in one of these songs, he would get this big smile on his face, kind of like, yeah, that was awesome. But it got me thinking about the journey that we go through as you learn to play an instrument. Anytime you find yourself asking with anything, why am I doing this? You're gonna find yourself going through these 5 different stages of meaning. For some people, their relationship to an instrument exists because they're literally physically forced to. For others, they may play an instrument because it's what they've been told to do. These are the motivations that come largely from your environment telling you what to do, but eventually you'll start to develop some skill and that will start to unlock different levels of intrinsic motivation. For my kids, this is like clockwork. The second that they discover that they can play a song at all, they immediately go into this stage of saying, how fast can I play this song? Eventually that phase starts to run out once they've realized that pushing their achievement to the next level of how fast they can play that song does eventually start to feel kind of pointless. And so then again, just like clockwork, my kids will start to play the song with something that has a bit more feeling. Instead of doing it as fast as they can, they'll start to play it in the way that they like best, right? They tune it down to a rhythm and tempo that's kind of like, this is the way I like to play this song. These are all examples of how the relationship you have with an instrument can play a part in your own individual story. But what's fascinating is when you start to wonder about what are the other stories that I could play a part in outside of my own individual story. Well, a big one of those is the story that happens the very moment you place your finger on the key of a piano. The moment you do that, a story exists. And the moment that note fades away, that story ends. The abilities that you have developed have granted you access to being able to bring little stories, songs, into existence. So now a song exists, but is the melody recognizable? How precise and on tempo is it? It's also about playing the notes in the way they almost seem to want to be played.
Ooh, it's a bit of a dodgy question here.
You're playing a part in helping to navigate the whole story of that song. What gets really interesting is how that all layers into even higher stories. Like a group band, the context of the whole song that the entire group is playing together helps inform the role the story you bring to life plays in the bigger picture. You may still have your own individual preferences that you like to follow when you're playing an instrument on your own, but the context of a larger story helps align all those motivations together in a way that's really special. That's a complex dance with a lot of moving parts, but when you find yourself playing that part just right, it just puts a smile on your face. This interconnectedness between all these different categories of meaning is everywhere in all the things that we do. But tell me what you think. What ways have you seen similar patterns in the things you've experienced?